Here we go from Los Angeles. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
For the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. This is Coleman. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
21-yard line.
Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Is Allen. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From just shy of midfield, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Allen throwing on second down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
For the Bills.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score. Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flush to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They run here with Singletary. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 15 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They go play action. Rivers. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run with Connor. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. play action. Rivers. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Coleman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At the 25-yard line.
On first down, Allen going for it all. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Allen now on first down. That's complete to Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
13-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake here. Rivers looking deep here for Ebron. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
First down.
From the gun, Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And now look at him go. 20.
What a play. What a play.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Go time, baby.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bills 30. Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick-6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it, but I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Rivers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Steelers.
Play action now. Rivers. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they work this way field across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. for Rivers. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Rivers on the money, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 9-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.